The purpose of today's test is to discuss the Astrand rhyming cycle test. Now, our subject has been currently completing the 2-minute warm-up. The subject's first minute heart rate for the warm-up was 78 beats per minute, and we're coming up on the second minute heart rate for that warm-up period in just a few seconds. We have already determined that our subject is a conditioned male, and he will be completing the Astrand rhyming cycle test at a work output of 900 kilogram meters, which is equivalent to using a workload of 3 kp on this cycle ergometer. So we're going to go ahead and assess his second minute heart rate, and that is 96 beats per minute. And we are now going to increase his resistance to 3 kp and begin the test. So we're going to increase, and we're beginning the test in 3, 2, 1. So this is a 6-minute single stage test. The resistance that our subject is pedaling at is going to remain for the entire 6-minute period. We want to make sure that our client is maintaining that revolution per minute of 50, keeping that revolution per minute constant. We're going to be assessing the subject's heart rate every minute and recording that information on our data table. We will also assess the subject's blood pressure and RPE at the end of the test. So in just a few seconds, I'm going to go ahead and assess our first minute heart rate for this single stage test. Okay, and we are at a heart rate of 120 beats per minute. Again, making sure that our subject is maintaining the 50 revolutions per minute. The goal for this single stage Astrand rhyming cycle test is for our subject to achieve a heart rate between 125 and 170 beats per minute. The other important factor here is that the 5th and 6th minute heart rate need to be in a steady state. And so what that means is they should differ by no more than 5 beats per minute. You're doing good. Just keep that 50 revolutions per minute. In about 10 seconds, we're going to assess our second minute heart rate. Okay. We're at 131 beats per minute. Again, 50 revolutions per minute. Checking our resistance, making sure that it is being held at the appropriate level. Good. About 30 seconds, we'll take another heart rate. How are we doing? Good. Doing great. Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on to taking our third minute heart rate. And here we're at 132 beats per minute. Doing great. About another 40 seconds, we'll take another heart rate. Great job. Are we doing okay? Good. About 10 seconds, we'll take another heart rate. This will be our 4th minute heart rate. Okay, and we have a heart rate of 134 beats per minute. Notice with our heart rate so far, once we had a heart rate at minute 2 of 131, minute 3, 132, minute 4, 134. So we have achieved that steady state. Let's hope that that will be able to be maintained during the 5th and 6th minute of this test. Great job. Keeping that nice revolution per minute raised up to 50. In about 20 seconds, we'll take another heart rate measurement. Okay, we're going to go ahead and take our 5th minute heart rate. We have 134 beats per minute, still maintaining that nice steady state. Also keep in mind that our subject's heart rate is above 125 beats per minute. So as long as the 6th minute heart rate maintains that steady state, this will be a successful test. I'm also going to go ahead and get ready to take my blood pressure reading for this test. Got 148 over 80. Now I'm going to ask my subject to rate their perceived exertion. We're at a 14. And I'm going to take my final heart rate. We're at 138. Okay, so because our 5th minute heart rate was 134, our 6th minute heart rate was 138. We are in a steady state. This heart rate level is above that minimum of 125 for this Astrand rhyming cycle test. So this was a successful test. We're now going to decrease our resistance just to half of a kp and allow our subject to cool down, and we will monitor heart rate every minute, blood pressure every couple of minutes during this cool down period.